camera set all nicely. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. We are hanging out. We're actually right now at the local airport doing really nothing. The winds are like super high. Sometimes I love to just come out here and see if like any airplanes actually attempt to come in with these type of winds, because these are smaller planes and I know that they can obviously stand much better winds than us paramotor pilots can, but I do like watching them come in and have the challenge, you know. And right now I haven't seen anybody come in yet. Hopefully somebody will come in, which will be sweet to watch somebody fly. And plus we're finished work for the day, which is awesome, so I guess I get a good long weekend ahead. But I wanted to come out here to the airport. I always love coming out here because I actually like to really come here and think about other spots to really be hanging out. Yo, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming on here. Welcome, dude. We're here hanging out at the local airport. I'll show you. Here, I'll turn around so you guys can see the airstrip before you have to go. Turn around. So, man, when I'm normally trying to kill some time, I love to come out to the airport. Here's the airstrip. This is the famous airstrip, too, by the way, that I did crash on. I've crashed on this very airstrip. Did a crazy landing here one time. I was doing a foot drag and I messed up, and I have it all on video. You guys can all check it out. It's in some few videos back on my YouTube channel here. But yeah, so we're just chilling. Like I said, normally when I'm out here, I try to, like, you know, find spots. I don't want to run any of these lights over, so let me go straight back. I love to come out here. I like to try to find some spots that are like, where do I think would be realistically the best spot to always come to hang out and fly at, right? Because in the summertime, it's gonna come to an end. And I normally love hanging out over here. This one would be considered the smallest field that we're at right here. This one's the smallest one. Do you see it? But this one, though, is completely out of the way, though. That's why this one needs to always be more on the favored side for sure, because of that reason. But realistically, if I was to, like, say how many feet this is, so just say, for an example, from where the airstrip ends right here to the woods right over here, you guys can see that there's two different types of woods. Like, it's cut out like a perfect square right there. About that's like from where we're sitting all the way to the trees back. I'm gonna back up right now and show you guys where the airstrip is. Let me back up. How's the rotor there with the trees? So, Joe, that's a good question. That's why we're gonna drive around. I'm gonna show you some things, because, like, right now, Joe, I fly in the center of the triangle here at the airport, which I'll show you guys in a second. So right here now, Joe, I'm right at the airstrip right now. So we are nose up with the airstrip. So from here to the first set of trees that you see to the right, because they're closer, that is probably here. That's probably every bit of 100 feet. And then to the other wood line is about the same thing. So that's like 200 feet. You know, maybe even a lot more, actually. I feel like it's big. And then the width here, when you think about, like, the width, the tree line over here to the tree line, if you guys can see it over there, it's like the same thing. It's like a big, huge, like, Joe, I've flown here a ton of times, actually, at this spot, because all the pilots here, hold on, I'm trying to fix my camera, were like, hey, Dan, just so you know, because they saw me trying to find some spots, and they were like, you know, all the way on, this is what we all call the south end. This is the southwest end, right? Because we're on the west side of the airport, but this is the southern end of it. So, that being said, this is like the one spot of the airport that's basically, let's say, the dead side of the airport, which is, there's realistically no dead side because it does get all utilized here. But we're talking about just the summertime. Because right now, Joe, like I said, I fly in the center where it's like the best spot, and there's no rotor worry or anything because it's like dead center of this big field. And look, I'll show you guys really quick too how big this field is. I'll go on my maps real quick on my phone and I'll show you guys. I love it here. So, all right, let's see, let's zoom in. So check it out. So right here, I'm gonna zoom out. So check it out, guys. Here's the map. Oh, we got a glare here. Hold on a second. Sorry for the glare. Hold on. Let me get to a better spot here so we don't have a glare. Then I can show you guys the map of what we're driving around right now, so you guys can all be a little bit more familiar where I'm going around. Okay, so check it out. So there we go. So look, you guys can see that we're all the way down here, and you can see that down here. Excuse my dirty fingers from my painting today. So look, you guys can see how big this field is, right? See how big it is? It's big, right? So where I actually fly out all the time now, Joe, because you asked about rotor, because there is rotor around the trees, you know, if it's a windier day. I fly right in this sandy spot now in the middle of the airport. You see how it's like this big triangle over here? I'm trying to do this so you guys can all see it too. I'm trying to look at it with you. So you guys can definitely see. But yeah, so, and when I originally first started coming here, I used to go over on this side because it's the biggest field over here, you know. Let me zoom in. Over here is actually huge grass field. You see how big it is? It's huge. And I'm allowed to fly wherever I want here, but the problem is, when I'm flying, there's all this cactus, flat cactus everywhere here. And that's why the center is the best, because there is no cactus in the center. But the reason why the summer isn't going to be good for there is because the banner planes. There's going to be, that's what's really big about this airport, is that in the summertime, banner pilots come here, they get all their planes ready, and we're talking like dozens of small airplanes, and it's super epic. And I mean, this goes on from like 8 o'clock in the morning to about, I think, 5 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon is when it stops. And don't get it wrong, we're more of sunrise, sunset chasers anyway, so realistically, I could always work around it, but they're dropping stuff there and they're picking things up, and really, I don't want to be going where they're going to be working. That's really just the respect, you know, because I love this airport so much, but I can't be messing around, and you know, I don't want to have anybody have to have some type of a reason to tell me anything, you know what I mean? I just don't want that. And it's already amazing to know that I can just come here, go to anywhere I want, actually. I can always go wherever I want and go fly from it. And if I really want to, I can always just set up on the strip and then take off on the strip and act like all the other pilots. But that's why I come here, is because of all the grass fields here. But I didn't realize that all the grass fields here were literally covered in flat cactus or cacti, whatever you want to call it. It's a little upsetting because when I'm trying to drive over to my fly spot now that I fly at to show you guys. I show you guys the reason why I fly over here right now, and I bring all my friends always over here, because when we come over here and fly, like I said, it's a big sandy patch here, and there's no cactus here in the center, and it's so nice to fly in. Because like when you go to land and stuff, if you were to mess up or anything like that, at least you're landing in the sand, and you don't have to worry about the cactus, because there's been times where, like, you know, I messed up kiting and got dragged from being in high winds here, and I've got brushed over this flat cactus, and I do have to say, it's terrible. You know, it really is terrible. But because it's like this, like, it's not like real cactus, it's like this like fiberglass stuff. Man, my coffee just spilled on me. I'm trying to fix my camera, so I'll show you guys this other spot here that I fly at. So now this is the new spot for me here. What I was just showing you guys on that map, this is like us driving into the center of the triangle here, you know. And like Joe was asking a little bit ago about rotor, like being over here now and being so, now I'm like so far away from everything. And look, you guys can see the sandy patch. And right now, guys, if you guys are curious on why I'm not flying myself, is that the winds are extremely high. But look, see, check this out. So see how there's all this sand right here to the right? This is where I set up, take off, and go flying from now. I absolutely love it. And the reason being, like I said, is because there's no cactus here in the center. It's very soft, so if you mess up your landing and say, because like when you fly a paramotor and say you fly the Ah, man. Joe, thank you very much for saying that. I wonder how long I was actually just going on for without saying anything. Damn it. Damn it. Joe, well, thank you very much for saying something to me, because I just totally... Alright, well, let's go do that again. I'm going to show... I think, man, it must have been... I don't know how long it's been like that, but like I was just saying, and I'm just going to go up a little bit. I'm not going to go exactly back, but real quick, I was just saying, I fly over in the center because... Oh, okay, Joe. Oh, thank you for actually saying that, man, because I was actually just a little frustrated there. Thank you. But yeah, like I was just saying, I fly over there in the center, and then over here, we just crossed over the other strip. So over here is a whole nother area. This is another spot that I think about hanging out at, but it's like you said, Joe, I have to worry about the rotor over here. But if the winds were coming from inland, look at all this room I have over here, right? And I actually like this a lot over here. This is a nice spot, you know. It's actually really great. You know, man, I can't say it enough that how nice it is to have all this spot to be trying to fly at. And the airport knows that I come out here and that I do this, because a lot of the people that actually have hangars here are... I know a lot of the people, so they all know me here, and they all know that I really try to stay out of the way. I have nothing but respect. And man, I really do hope that if I can host some type of a race for paramotoring, but not have it be a race. I want it to be something of an adventure that, yeah, obviously I guess it would still be a race of some kind, but I just want it to be really fun but safe. But it is going to be long. Like, I would love it to be like it's going to be like a 3 to 5 day adventure depending on how you fly. And I would love to make it where it's like right on the off season where it's getting warm out though still, where like we can make it so we can fly inland on the beach, and like even maybe some river runs and some like, I want it to be safe-ish, and I want it to be where you can definitely get to gas stations. I want to make it practical, you know, and I want to make it so we can start off here at the race. I think that would be the coolest thing ever, to have people be able to come here, park their cars here comfortably, you know. So like if you were to really do it completely on your own, you'd be able to come here, park, not have to worry about your vehicle, you know what I mean, or your trailer, however you would bring your whole setup, and then we would set up and go from there, you know. But yeah, dude, it'd be so awesome. I think it would be so sweet to have like the race start right here and have it finish here. Like, I would love it to be like a circle where like you have to go so far north here, right? Like you're basically, say we're here at South New Jersey, and then the whole idea is you got to get to North Jersey and back. And you're either going to be fighting headwinds or you're going to be fighting crosswinds, or man, I hope it's like, I hope somehow I can make it so where it's like a no wind the whole time, so you can just fly everywhere. And like I said, still being like the off season where it's like not going to be dangerous conditions, where like you can almost potentially fly all day if you can. And that's how you can maybe make it into like a 2 to 3 day trip, instead of like making it a 5 day trip. Like, could you imagine, like, because dude, there's so many hotels and stuff like that on the beaches, and so many gas stations and stuff like that on the beaches. That's why I always thought, how cool would it be if we were able to set it up like that, you know what I mean, where you could definitely fly the beaches. Or if you thought that the adventure would be more fun to fly inland of Jersey, that would be awesome. That'd be really cool too. It would be like, I would love to make like a race like the Icarus race, but more fun, more of like somewhat of a challenge. Like, you need to get to certain points to actually pick things up, but be able to get there however you want to. Like, but all start in the same spot, but all end in the same spot. Like, man, that would be so cool. Now, check this out, everybody. So now, I have all this over here. You know what I mean? Now, if you guys are curious on where we're driving towards, this is the east end. We're over here on the east side right now, and this one would actually be considered the smallest field out of them all, and probably the worst for rotor, actually. If I had to take a guess, this would probably be the worst spot. And there's like actually a big hill here for some reason. So we can go drive over to this and I'll show you how like there's a hill here. But like the whole thing is what I'm trying to explain to you guys is like I always come out here all the time trying to think if there is a better spot for me to hang out at. Say if I get certified to be able to be allowed to teach other people how to learn how to fly paramotors, because I would actually love to train people how to do it. But I'm not gonna do it until I'm really certified. Like, yes, could I show people what I know? I can, but that is not the right way to learn how to fly. You should really be trained. But really though, some people can do self-training, you know, and I do respect it because I did try to do it myself, and I actually know a couple people that did self-train. And man, I have to give it up for them. Like, the respect level is high for them because it's a scary sport to jump right into and not have any knowledge of it at all, you know, like. But some people can really jump right into the sport. Now look, check it out. See how like there's hills over here? You guys can see there's hills. Oop, there's hills. So, and now like this is all going like uphill now. Like we were kind of like driving downhill. But this is the other airstrip, which I'll show you guys really quick. Dude, it rained really hard last night. So everything's wet. All right, check it out. The airstrip. So now this is the airstrip. Like I said, behind us is east, and we're looking west right now, right? Super sick. Okay, make sure there's no lights right in front of me. I'm going to get off of this because this is the main. This is like the main airstrip that is used right here, this one. And I feel like it's because it's the one obviously closest to the hangars here. But check it out. What we can go do really quick though is go jump across all the airplanes here. Hopefully I don't upset anybody. I don't really like driving across this because it's like I feel like I'm pushing it when I do that. But nobody's out. It's really high winds. But you know, like I said, I'm allowed to do it, you know, but I have to be like on and off. Like here, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna just do it. Do it for you guys at least this one time, and then I'm gonna stop doing it. This will be my last time because there's like people here working and stuff. So like I said, though, now we're driving to the west end. This is the taxi runway, right? Look, this is one of these banner planes out here, but this also isn't just a banner plane. It's some other kind of an airplane that I always catch it flying extremely low, and it's a one-seater. It's super sick. Look at that. There's an R. Oh yeah, you guys can't see it, but look, that's an airplane right here. This is like another plane that looks like the most common banner planes, except the only thing that's not shown is the engine. So that's a nicer one for sure. But that's a beautiful airplane. Nice, tied up properly. Looks good. All right, so I'm not trying to go ripping across here, but like I said, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to show you the other fields really quick, and then we're gonna get out of here. So, but like I was saying, like here's all the hangars. They're all filled up too, by the way, if any of you are curious. I'm trying to get into one of these if I can. Now, nice it would be to have a hangar and then be able to start like schooling here. I would be so happy to do that. I would be so happy to do that. Yep, but then there's this field out here like I showed you guys, and then there's that field over there too, which is like all the same stuff, by the way. Some guy over here too that I've never seen before, but I might as well leave it on this view so you guys can see everything as we get out of here. Boom, 2 airplanes right here, super awesome. Man, that looked like somebody's storage lot inside that thing. That's so awesome. That's the rescue helicopter over there to the left. I don't even want to come close to driving to that because there's a team there always. And I am not here to mess around, and I don't want to upset anybody. And they've already had one little thing happen one time with another pilot. And they did say a couple things which really hurt my feelings because I told the pilot it was okay to fly here. And I did make the mistake by not telling them about how if the helicopter's up in the air, we can't technically be flying in the air when the helicopter's coming in to land. Like, if we're all on the ground and we see the helicopter taking off or coming into land, we have to be grounded. Or if we are in the air and we see them taking off, we have to be opposite from them and keep staying opposite and stay out of the airport until they are gone. That's just what we have to do. And you know, they're super nice about it. They're, you know, no one's ever said anything negative to me. You know, I've never had any problems. Man, you know what's crazy is that I painted this roof today, and I don't normally paint roofs. You know, it's like this really thick silver stuff, like with copper and stuff in it. And right now, I feel like I've been breathing that in for a little while. So I think I need to pull over. I need to open up my back window in my van because I think I've been really breathing in paint for a little while there. Totally what that smell is. Super strong back here. Yeah. Man, guys, when I tell you that stuff stinks, man, I think I've been really breathing it in, and I've been over here talking on this live stream, not realizing it. I don't want to be all airheaded driving home like, man, I feel funny. But no, that paint, it's all over my hands. It's like this silver top stuff. And like I said, in Cape May, these houses are so old and historic that, like, if you do anything that changes anything on how the house is, you have to pull like historic permits, and they can take so long. So a lot of times you have to just try to come in and save what's there. And this lady couldn't find a roofer to come and do it, and she begged us to do it. So I just went in and did it. And normally I would never do it, but whatever, I just did it. Normally I don't like to paint or do things like that for customers, but like I said, she's a friend. We've done a lot of stuff for her, and it is fun to always go to Cape May and just get out there. Every time I go to Cape May, I feel like it's like what the Florida feels like to having the Keys. It's the same thing. We have all these islands here, and it makes you feel like in the summertime no different than if you've ever been to the Keys. Like, yeah, the Keys is an amazing, beautiful place, but there's something too about how we have all these shore islands here in South New Jersey that just make it incredible. You know, it's incredible, you know. And when you go down to Cape May, it is like stepping out of New Jersey, and it is like a whole nother vibe, and it's nice, you know. And what's great is that, like, you know, I have buddies that live down there that I fly with, that I've done work with, you know, I've done jobs down there for, and it's just, and the food down there, man, everyone always raves about seafood, man. You want to talk about good seafood, you go to Cape May. It's amazing. I feel like I got something in my left eye, I think, right now. But right now, we are actually heading back to the house. Dude, the winds are actually gusting of 42 miles an hour right now. That's no fly time down here in South Jersey. So we're gonna head back to the house, probably figure something out for lunch. I want to go and work out. I'm trying to do a new thing where I'm not going to be lazy anymore, and I'm going to work out. So I feel like I had a great workout routine last year and I gave up on it, and it's just I don't want to just give up on it. I think it's really important that we all work out. I actually just started working out again 2 days ago, so I'm trying really hard to do it. But the goal actually is to keep on pushing myself every single day and not give up on it, you know. Try to eat real healthy, try not to snack, you know, make sure that I try to be sure that, like, I'm not pushing myself. I don't want to hurt myself, you know, and make it. I think that's what shied me away from it last time, is that I was hurting myself a lot. But, you know, if it's just a little, you know, even if I can just work out for a half an hour at a time, if you can work out a half hour a day, that's so much better than not doing anything, or even a half hour every other day, right? It's like, as long as you just get into that good routine, and I was in a good routine, and then I easily gave up on it. So I'm gonna get myself back into it hard, which I feel like this will be day 3, which will be nice, you know, which I feel good, you know. I'm not eating anything like that's like snack wise and being unhealthy, like no candy, no junk. And I wish I could be, I don't want to call myself ever a vegetarian or a vegan, because I feel like it's just, to me, funny to say that to myself. But I would like to say, I would love to eat all natural for, just say, a week, right? Or say, for a 1-month challenge, just eat nothing but what's grown, right? Nothing else. And then the next month, eat nothing but meat, right? And just see what happens, you know? Because I feel like I already have such a funny problem with eating anyway. Like, I barely eat, I feel like. So it's like, I want to see, you know, if I feel any better if I eat all green, or if I eat all better, or if I feel better by eating just meat, you know? And it's like, I don't know, I just want to see for myself, you know what I mean? Not go off of what other people say. I just want to do it for myself, you know? And you know what's crazy that I do believe? I actually believe we all eat too much, right? And it's like, if you do think about it, it's like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's crazy to think that, like, when I eat less, I feel way better, you know? Don't get it wrong, I don't mean like starving myself or anything, but I mean, like, I don't know what it is. And I've never been the type to be able to ever, like, eat that much anyway, you know what I mean? I'm always, like, so freaking excited all the time, and I don't know why, you know? It's like, I always feel like I can't wait to do something next, or I just can't wait for more, I just can't wait for what's gonna happen tomorrow, you know? It's like, it's so funny. It's like, even when I don't have anything going on, I am excited about tomorrow, you know? You never know what's gonna happen. You know, I don't even know what's gonna happen this afternoon. Like, I have an idea. Huh. Man, I think I just finally got that out of my eye. There was something, I think, in my eye, because, dude, it was so windy being on her roof today, and we had to, like, I had to use my shovel, my flathead shovel, as a scraper on the roof, because all the old paint flaked up off the rubber roof. And so I just used my shovel and a scraper, like, around the edges, and it came up really nice, actually. And then I used my shop vac, and then I also, it was just so windy, you know, because we were trying to, like, scrape it to the house, so, like, the wind wouldn't take all of it off. And we, you know, I was able to shop back, I would like to say 95% of it. 3% of it went from, like, the scrapes that I was making, the long scrapes, into the trash bag immediately. And then, like, that other 2% might have got blown off the roof from the high winds. It was windy, but it was nice that it was high winds and bright sun, because it was nice to lay that paint on there and really get it going and have it, have that. Dude, I didn't know that paint was that good. It's thick stuff, real good quality stuff, where it really coats a roof. And they're great for rubber roofs. I wasn't too sure about it because I've never done it, but then, you know, I'm not ever the type to to say like, hey, I watched a YouTube video last night, I know how to do this now. But I did watch videos though of other people just laying it right on, and it looked very simple, like a simple, they opened the can, they poured it out, they just painted it on like you would paint walls, and let it dry and cure, you know. Then they recommend it for like so many years after that, which blows my mind, right? Because like to me, I just always look at things like if you roll it on with a paintbrush or a roller, it's paint, but it was the thickest stuff. It almost felt like I was painting metal on top of rubber. It was, yeah, I was pretty impressed, to be totally honest. Like, I had no idea that it was that good. You know, I was very impressed in the end. Because, like, you know how if you do something for the first time yourself for somebody else, you don't know how it's going to really go. And for me, I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I felt like there's just no way, you know, like how's this gonna make it look good, you know? I was like, this rubber roof, you know, I hate painting because like I feel like I can't ever paint anything good, and that's why I never want to paint cars or any of my toys, because I'm so nervous that they're not even gonna look good, you know, when I'm done, and I don't even want that to be. So, but yeah, that's why, you know, I just want to make some money, and then, oh yeah, you go and do, what was that? Yeah, what's up, man? Oh, well, I got a bunch of texts. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even see that. I've been driving. I do use Gaggle, guys, yes. You going to Keystone Fly-In PA. When is that, man? When is the fly-in? Dude, that sounds like fun in PA. That's April. But I would love to maybe talk to Asmat and or Vito or Tom. See if we can't get out there. That would be awesome. I got distracted. Sometimes that light always gets me sometimes. But you never know if the other guy's gonna go or not, because they totally can. But chainsaw carving too, so if the wind is back. Oh no, that's cool. So when is it? I'm sorry, 2 weeks or so. April 9th to the 13th. Damn. Okay, so dude, I think I leave on the 3rd. I'm going to the Bahamas in the beginning of April, so April 3rd. Man, I might be getting back on the 9th. Damn it, man. I might be really pushing it for me, but I'm going to double check as soon as I get back home, man. Man, that would be such a bummer, but maybe if I don't get there the first day, maybe I can get there the second day, though. That would be actually really sweet. Dude, and it would be like great to finally like meet everybody in person. Like, I've been dying to go to these fly-ins so I can meet everybody, you know? I love watching other people's videos. You know, I just want to chill with more people, you know, talk to more people. And honestly, too, man, what I want to do, like when I go to these fly-ins, is bring an RV that is my RV and design it so it's like a studio instead of a master bedroom on them, and design a studio in there where like me and a couple other pilots can all hang out and we can all like, you know, just reminisce about paramotoring, like, and talk about that kind of stuff, especially at a fly-in. I think it would be so much fun, especially if we could do it as a live stream, you know, that would be epic. Because dude, it would be so sick. So what I'm thinking about doing is I would like to convert everything that I have to, what's it called, Starlink for traveling reasons. And I want to get an RV, and I don't want to get anything special. I would love to get some kind of a smaller RV that I can drive and be able to rip the back bedroom out and make it into a cool custom studio. How's it going? Yo, you Raj, what's up, man? And what was that? It's going to be a lot bigger this year too. All proceeds from the wood carvings and flying goes to first responders. And oh, dude, that's really epic. So, dude, so it does cost money to what? Go there, to camp there, to fly? Is that what it is? So can you, if you don't mind dropping a comment about it, what, how much it does cost and how it works? Like, if we were to go there, are we going like in a gated community? Are we going to an airport or like an RV campground? I'm actually curious now. Okay, it's $10. Oh, that's not bad at all, Joe. Are you gonna be there, Joe? That would be awesome. Like I said, it would be so nice to meet all you guys in person, and then also, if you were comfortable enough to do it, it would be so cool to, like I said, I want to start doing a podcast, but not until I have that RV and it's on the road, so I can always do the podcast in the RV. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in that studio, like even if it's at my house, you know what I mean? That's why I would love it to be a smaller one, you know? And Joe, like, now how cool it would be for all of you guys, even on the live, for every one of you guys to, like, if I came to the fly-in, we go fly, have the best time ever, and then at nighttime, when we're all kicking back, maybe really relaxing, having a couple of drinks, if you smoke, whatever, like, and just have a nice, calm podcast. And I do want to have somebody with me that helps with my editing with the videos, like kind of like make it just like a Joe Rogan podcast where we'll have the TV screen, we could be talking about other pilots while my buddy or whoever it's going to be is going to be on the computer always looking at stuff up for us, maybe shooting the different video angles for me because I do have a lot of cameras. I think that would be so awesome. And like I said, I'm not trying to be like that Joe Rogan show or anything. I was just saying, like, as an example, as like the guy who helps out in that background, where like how like they have that screen, and when they're like, yo Jamie, look up such and such, and then he pops it up on the screen. I really like that stuff, you know what I mean? And I think it would be like super cool if somehow like we can live stream it, have like the 2-hour live stream, and then also have you know, like me just make a ton of little video clips about it, like some of the important things that we talked about only for a few minutes, post, and you know, make little reels out of it like I already do. I already really enjoy making reels out of all my YouTube videos I make already, but I think it would be really cool to be doing a podcast, you know, because I'm not here trying to talk about serious stuff. I'm just here trying to talk about the best times, dude. Talk about like what drives us all crazy. Why do you really do it? Like, please tell me how many times you get in trouble because all you talk about is paramotors in front of your wives and your girlfriends and your family and your friends. I want to hear the obsession parts of it. I don't want to hear the, oh, I'm trying to worry about this, and now. I want to talk about, man, what changed your life? Where are you going with it? Like, do you hope you do it for the rest of your life? Do you see yourself flying this paramotor forever? Like, why do you fly this glider? Like, I want to talk about fun things. Like, I don't want to talk about anything negative, you know? I want to talk about the exciting things about paramotoring, and I want to do that on my podcast, and I want to talk to you guys and have you guys on there. And I don't want to do it where I'm doing it like where we're just on screens, you know? I want to do it in person. I want us chilling. I want us hanging out. I want to actually make my RV into like, instead of having like the idea of like a kitchen area, I want it to be like a bar area, you know? Like make it a hangout bar area basically, and a lounge spot, you know what I mean? I want to make my RV into a studio lounge, you know, and you know, obviously be able to sleep in it, but really I want to make it a very comfortable RV that's basically designed for like overnighters and stuff like that. But I have a really cool idea, and I've already been looking at some RVs, and I'm trying to figure out what it's going to take to get it and how much money I would have to sink in the one. That's why I'm trying to find one that's like gutted out, like one that's a project with low miles on it. That's like, it would be nice to get one fully gutted, because if I could find one fully gutted, then man, we're in business, you know? But right now I'm back at my house, which is nice. And what I'm about to do, I guess, is I do need to take a shower. I want to get this paint and stuff off my hands. You guys can see how crazy it is. This silver stuff's pretty tough, man. I hope it comes off. I don't even know. I'm going to learn the hard way, I think, in a few minutes. But, I can't stress it enough that paramotoring is the greatest thing ever. I hope that, like I said, I can really get this RV idea down. And like I said, I want to make it more into like a lounge studio, and I want to make it too so like I want to make it so it's comfortable for everybody, and I can be able to have like maybe up to like 8 people in there at once comfortably. You know what I mean? Being able to use the bathroom. And then, like I said, instead of having like how you guys would imagine how RVs already are with like those little kitchenettes, I think it'd be really sweet to see it like more of a bar style area with still ways to cook and stuff, I guess. But really, I don't want to be doing that. I think it'd be so much cooler that, like, say if we go out and say I do these podcasts on the road and I come to you to hang out, do a couple hour podcast. I think what would be really fun about it is the idea of it just, like I could come, it could be parked, we could be hanging out, we could have some drinks, really kick back, be relaxed, but then order out food from like where you're at. Like, what are some of your favorite foods? I'll be buying, you know what I mean? It'd be so nice because I would love to come out, host everything too. It would be really nice to do that, but then it'd be nice to have that cool bar little spot so you can get drinks whenever you felt like it. It'd be funny I just want to make it all around like instead of having the RV that's the camper style that you think about, I want to make my RV into the cool studio hangout that I do all my podcasts in, even at home. And like if people wanted to come to me, which would be even freaking cooler, which would be awesome, because man, that would be so much fun because that would be so easy to do. Like, because I kept thinking about building a studio in my garage, but my garage is already so small that that's dumb. It's like maybe if I added another so many feet in the back of the garage and actually just extended the garage a little bit longer, then I could do that. But I don't know. That's not what the idea of this garage was and why I put it where it's at and all that. I have another idea for it. But I think what would be cool is getting that RV, getting good internet access to that RV for sure. And I think it'd be really cool to be able to do some podcasts in there and be able to go on the road with it. Like I said, it'd be cool to make it like a hangout spot. That's what I'm trying to make it. And even like if I was to come to you and we were to hang out, say like in your driveway, just saying as an example, like I'll come in, we park, and like I don't ever even have to get out. Like you know what I mean? We're in the studio, and like it would be so cool to be able to just go right to the back, right where the studio is, have a drink of any kind, kick back, relax. If no drinks, don't matter. I don't care. It would just be nice. It'd be so cool too to have like that sign on the outside that says on air, you know what I mean? Or live, that light that comes on. It'd be just so cool to do that because then like it'd be cool to have the camper locks and nobody can or the RV locks and nobody can bother us in say that couple hours of time while we're in there talking about whatever, that's like the whole point. It's like I want to talk about like all the greatest things about paramotoring, of course, and also just kick back and talk about everything. It's like I love being a YouTuber, right? And I love sharing my adventures, but I also think too it is nice to have a podcast because podcasts I think are important for certain people. Like you never know, we might be talking about all this funny stuff and whatever, real stuff and things that have helped you out in your life that when that video goes out, you might go helping tons of people because of whatever helped you out and you said it, and then they went and go and do that. That's like, it's amazing to think that like we can just make videos, you help out other people just in simple ways like that. And like for me, the money that sometimes I do raise on YouTube and Facebook and all the other platforms, I do try to give it back to you guys on giveaways. I'm trying my best to. Joe, I really do appreciate that, man. That's actually really awesome. Can you show the front view? Yeah, Joe, I really do appreciate that, man. Like I said, the only help that I really need is getting you guys to make sure you guys are all subscribed to my YouTube channel. Making sure you guys let your friends know what I'm doing too, because I do giveaways right here on YouTube. And if you guys don't know, or most of you guys do know, I just did do that giveaway. And Travis, he's got to be itching for the glider. I know he's going to be coming down here any day now to pick up this glider. And like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm going to try to hook him up and let him actually fly one of my paramotors too. Because, man, how amazing is that going to be to see him go up in the sky, go and fly, and have the best time. But, all right, everybody, like I said, I'm going to head out of here. And I will talk to you guys on the next one, all right? Oh. Oh, I see what's going on. Oh. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. Hold on. I just I was just confused because I thought I was just hearing something right next to me, but it's all right. I got like another minute. What happened to your hand? I just had paint on them from my working today. But no, like I was just saying, everybody, the way you guys can all help out is making sure you guys are all subscribed. Make sure you guys all go watch my videos. Make sure you guys go smash that like button on those long-term videos. Make sure you guys go share my videos with your friends. Let everybody know what I'm doing. You know, the more people that we can get subscribed to the channel, the bigger it's going to grow. And the more people that actually watch the videos and actually are active on the channel, your chances are better at winning on my videos, right? Have you tried PPG? Not yet, Yuvraj. But yeah, like I'm saying, everybody, like it all starts with you guys too, with being supportive. And like I said, all I'm asking you guys to do is make sure you're subscribed, smash that like button, make sure you guys go share it with your friends, let your friends know what I'm doing. And like I said, we're about to be doing some videos too on the hot rod because I am going to drop the transmission on it, and I think it'd be really cool to make a video on it. And I think that my friend James will be totally cool with me trying to make a video on the whole thing. So I don't think that'll be a problem. And plus, I think it'd be cool just to make a video on how to properly drop a 350 transmission anyway, turbo 350 trans. But regardless of that, like I said, I'm trying to do a podcast about flying and just hanging out with you guys, you know, that are all following along. I think it'd be cool to hang out with more people. And like I said, my brother Anthony lives over in California, so it'll be just fun to go out there too with the RV. So there's a lot of options, and I really can't wait to see what's going to happen in the future. So like I said, everybody, make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe. Make sure you guys go check out all my videos. Go be supportive. And like I said, until the next one, everybody, I will see you guys up in the air, or we'll be out hot rodding. So I do appreciate all you guys that are following along. It does mean a lot to me. And like I said, I have a lot of cool epic adventures to come. So see you guys on the next one.